Hello, each and every one of yous out there. I'm going to do a little something today. Hold on, you know, let's start again. Hello, each and every one of yous out there. I am the Dancer Live Dancer. And I'm going to do a little talk today because I've been asked a question, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit today. I can't think of a better day to talk about this than today, because I have nothing to do today. I think I can get out of it, so, okay. I have been asked the question is, how do I overcome all of this stuff? How do I overcome all the evil, all the bad stuff that happens to me? How do I overcome all of those issues and all that stuff? And we're going to talk about that today. So, we're going to talk about a couple of issues today. Because I don't know if I've done a straight tape on this video, on all of this or not. I know I have, but, yeah. So, how do I overcome all of these problems? So, I'm going to take you back a few years. Okay. I've always had problems ever since I was little. Ever since I went to school. Long before I ever became who I am now. My thing about it is I've always been who I am now. I just never came out until after my mom died. Which I'll talk about later. How do I overcome all of this? Hold on a minute. How do I overcome all of this? Well, there's a lot of things that go with that. So I'm going to take you back a few years when I was little, because I'm doing this video in response to somebody that messaged me today about this very subject. And when I was little, 13 years old, I'll just put an age to it, I was scared of everything and everyone. I wouldn't even go outside. I wouldn't deal with people. In fact, I had to have my mom go out and cut the grass, believe it or not. I was scared of everything and everyone. Always got bullied, I got hurt, I got names called and all this different stuff. That was when I went to school, school age years. That was before I ever came out as me. Which I've always been me. I just didn't come out until 17 something years ago. So, I used to be afraid of everything and everyone, and to do and be what I am now on the stage and everything was an impossibility back then. Or so I thought. So, my question is put to me. Just how do I overcome all of this issues? The bad people, and I'm telling you something, I have more happen to me than most people ever have. I'm telling you, every night almost. Well, there's a lot of interest to that question. I mean, and I'm going to start by telling you, I tell you straight talk. I don't sit there and make stuff up and tell you something that's not real. I tell you just how I deal with it. When stuff happens to me, like this very weekend, a massive disaster happened to me. And I'm not gonna lie, it takes me down. I drop. I go into depression. However, I come back. I come back up out of it. I'm just like you. I go into a depression too. I feel sad, I feel bad, and how do I get out? How do I overcome it? I don't let myself stay there. I tell myself that I'm better than that. I don't let myself stay in that ugly place. I take it, when I'm laying there and I'm in this depression mode and I'm not wanting to do anything, I'm not wanting to feel, First, I make myself a goal, even if it's a little one. I'm going to get up and I'm going to make myself a glass of soda or tea or whatever it is you're going to make, coffee or whatever it is. I tell myself, well, I'm going to lay here 15 minutes. 20 minutes, maybe a half an hour. I'm going to let myself do this. However, at the end of this time, I'm going to get up. I'm going to do something. So I do. No matter, even if it's getting up for 2 minutes. I mean, if I have to go back and lay down and go back into it for a while, yeah, that. I do that. Then I make myself another goal. Because I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to, I don't know, go make me a sandwich. I'm going to go write something on the computer. Or something. Or watch a TV show for a few minutes. I do that. That's the step-by-step procedure how I overcome some of these issues. Another big one that I use for this. And let me tell you before I go on with this, anybody that thinks this is easy to overcome all of this stuff is sadly mistaken. Because it is not easy. I mean, there's more subject and lights put on me than anybody because of what I do. This is my mission. You want to know why I come back and overcome all of this stuff? Why do I overcome this? Why don't I just give up? Well, I'll tell you why. This is my mission. 17 years ago when my mom died, I tried to kill myself. I succeeded. I died 4 minutes and 20 seconds and came back. At which point, I was given this gift in order to do this. I was given this gift of dance. I was given this gift of this ability to reach many people. And it is my belief that the reason I'm going through all of this, and somebody could correct me if I'm wrong, but the reason I'm going through all of this is I'm able to explain it from a point of view which happened to me, which I could reach to you. I've been through it. I know what it's like. I'm not saying I know every single situation, but I've lost a loved one. I've been there. I've been, at the door of being what it's like to be a transgender, LGBT, all of it. I've been at the door for all of it, and I've received every kind of, trust me, I've received every kind of hate and this and that you can think of. Assault, the whole thing. I've received all of it. And yet, I reach back up and I say one thing. I say one thing. I'm coming back. This is who I am. I'm going to be me. And you hear me saying this a lot. I do not listen to them out there. The day you start listening to them, the day you might as well quit. I don't listen to them out there. This is who I am. So, how do I overcome all of this? That's what some of the questions. How do I overcome, the gas station people, the reverend, all this different stuff? That's a good question. Do you ever really actually overcome it? No, it's still with me. How do I overcome letting it bring me down? It takes a day out of my life, but that's all I let it take. Because I go back in the point and say, you want to know something? My mission is to change this world, is to make this world different. My mission is to reach somebody like this that messaged me. How do you overcome all of these rude people? They're a little bit more than rude, but how do I overcome it? This is why I come back. This is what gives me my strength. I need to come back. I have to come back because this is my mission. I'm the one selected to do this. What method do I use? There's a lot of methods. I let myself go, let myself sulk for a day or so sometimes. However, I come back. I come back because I'm needed. They need me here. I come back because I know there's going to be somebody out there, someplace that's going to need it worse than how I feel. Somebody that's lost a loved one, somebody that's been hurt, somebody that's been done some way, that needs some guidance or some help. How do I come back? To be honest, you never really get over anything like that. I have stuff I remember from 17 years ago. However, I put it aside. I go after, and I don't let I sit there and say, you want to know something? Here's my biggest ploy with this. I own this time I'm in. I am its master. I am its ruler. This is my life, my world, so to speak. And I will not let somebody tell me how to dress, who to be, who I can be, how to feel, what to put on my program, none of this stuff. That's how I overcome a lot of it. I refuse to let anybody take that away. Let's take it back to the transition. That was about 17 years ago. My mom had just died, and I tried to kill myself. I tried to kill myself, and had that experience, a near-death experience. I'll talk about that later. I remember that. My mom died of, not Alzheimer's disease, but dementia. It was the same thing. And I was so wrapped around that. That I wouldn't even, I was scared to even sneeze. I was scared of every single thing in the world. There wasn't nothing I wasn't scared of. I was scared to be me. I was scared to go out. I was scared to go outside. I was scared to talk to somebody. I'm the one that sat in the back room and closed the door and wouldn't even come out. I was scared of every single thing. Until I sit around and I turned around one day and I said, you want to know something? I'm tired of being scared of everything. And I said, I did my transition. Most people think, well, way longer than this. I did my transition from the other person to me in less than a year. And you want to know something? Here's the first thing you learn. And here's the first thing you need to do when you make this transition. Hold on. Sorry, I got a cold today. Here's the first thing you got to do when you make this transition. Don't worry about what they think. Don't worry about what they're thinking. I mean, there's going to be people that's going to accept you, and there's going to be people that isn't. Don't worry about what they think. I stopped doing that a long time ago. I stopped worrying about what they think a long time. They're going to think what they think. I mean, you cannot let that make you stop being you. If you do that, if you let that stuff make what somebody thinks stop being you, guess what? You're going to go living your whole life, and you're going to live it for them, and you're going to wake up someday and say, what the hell am I? Why am I here? I lived my life, but I didn't accomplish what I wanted. I accomplished what they wanted. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be it. Sorry. I want to accomplish something. I want to make a difference. My difference is to change the world. That's not easy. I never said it was. If it was, everybody would be doing it. By changing the world, I don't mean I'm going to change the whole world. I mean, if I reach 10 people out there in one day, that's successful. Because my wish is to make somebody understand what it's really like. And to know that they're not alone out there. They're not. I share in this. Everything that you've been through, I have been to probably 15 times more. You're not alone out there. So, I too have been scared many, many, many times. I too have been mistreated by tens of thousands. You want to know something? I only put on a fifth on the air of stuff that actually happens to me. If I put everything on the air that happened to me, I'd be putting 15 things a week on, or 15 things a day on. So, yes, there's going to be always somebody saying something about the transgender people. I mean, believe it or not, the most people that I've heard say things about it are the religious people. You know what I'm talking about. Now, religion could cover all religions. I'm not going to mention one specific religion here. However, I stopped thinking about them a long time ago. I've been to probably more churches than you've ever been to in a lifetime. And they're all the same. I don't worry about what they say. In fact, I laugh about it. It doesn't affect me anymore. I mean, I even made videos before I did it. I laugh about this stuff. Because it's meaningless. They're trying to sit there and they're trying to make you into what they are. They're trying to scare you into changing who you are. That's what it's all about. That's how it works. That's how everything works. That's how religion works. That's how the whole thing across the board. They're gonna scare you into you being somebody else. Don't you do it. Doesn't work with me. Don't you ever pay attention to what they say. I mean, yes, the comments bother me. I'm gonna tell you that. They are gonna bother you. The comments bother you. They're going to affect you, yes. However, there's one difference in how much it affects you. I mean, you can sit there and let it change your whole life, or you can sit there and let it affect you, one day? That's it. It's not going to not affect you, because it affects me too. The only thing is I don't let it take me far and control my life with it affecting me, that's all. It's not like I'm not going to listen to what it says. I mean, I'm the dance of life. I'm here for a mission. I'm here to help you people out there. I'm here to help you deal with the issues. I'm here to make a difference. How do I overcome these issues? Because I have to. I reach up and I say, you want to know something? Do I want to lay in this dark? Here's one big thing is how I overcome this. And you can use this. When I'm in one of these dark situations, no matter what the issue is, whether I'm scared of something or whatever it is, and I've been in that place many, 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 many times, I could sit there and describe every single feeling to it. I let myself be in that dark place for a little while. That's just it, a little while. And I say to myself, now, do I want to stay in this dark place and possibly never come out of this? You know my answer is not really, no. So I come back out, I force myself to get up, make me some tea, like I did yesterday. I went to a friend's house yesterday. This is one of the darkest weekends I've been in. That's why it's good for me to talk about this now. So I got up, somebody gave me an invitation to go to a hamburger thing, you know what I mean, a friend's house. I sit there and debate it on the computer. Do I go? Do I not go? Do I go? Do I not go? I want to sit here and lay down here and get sick, and I don't feel like doing nothing. You want to know something? I hit the button. Yes, I'll be there. Didn't feel like it. I dressed up, minimum, and I went there. You want to know something? I'm glad I did, because that's my secret to coming out of it. I get up, I get myself going, and I go out there and I do something, whether it's out in the yard or going someplace. I'm busy every day of the week. That's why I'm busy every day of the week. That's why I stay busy every day of the week. I do stuff. That's how I overcome it. I stay busy. I don't let myself sit there and think about it. I'm busy out to the next thing. I'm busy out to the next place. I mean, make places almost every day to go to. I mean, whether it's concerts, doctors, friend's house, wherever. Even if it's just a hamburger stand. I stay busy. That's my biggest overcome factor you ever want to think about is right there. I stay busy. Whether it's around here or something, doing something. I get up, I watch TV. I write something. I'm doing this video here tonight, right here. This is me staying busy in order to overcome this tragic weekend that's happened. And I have things that I do that make me feel better. You know what I mean? And that's one of them. How do I overcome all of these issues? When I go to concerts, I've been through these things so many different times. When I go to the concerts and I have bad people say stuff, does it affect me? Yes. Do I let it affect me to the point where it destroys the concert? No. Sometimes yes, it does get to me. I mean, I'm human. I make a mistake. Hey, I mean, I make mistakes. I learn from them and I change it the next time. Most of the time when I go into one of these concert things, I focus myself on the matter at hand, which is how are people going to look at me. I need to be this way in order to make a difference to people out there. After all, I want somebody else to see this, come up to me, talk to me, and ask me questions about this, so I can tell them what the real meaning of the dance of life is. We all have a dance of life. We all have a purpose in life. And here's the thing that I often say. Each one of us are different, regardless if people want to believe that or not. And if you sit there and your dream is to be a dancer or a pharmacist or whatever it is, it doesn't matter what the dream is, you let these people sit there and tell you it can't be done. You can't do it. I can't do it. I heard that so many times. I can't do it. I can't do it. You can't do this. You got to do this and this. You want to know something? They all told me that with this. You got to do this and this and this. I said, really? Here I am. I'm doing it. I didn't do this and this and this. I don't follow the rules. I'm going to tell you that right now. I don't follow these rules, 1, 2, 3, of how to do this or anything. I mean, I follow my own rules. That my dance of life has rules. And you want to know what my top rule is? Here it is. Yes, I have written out rules for this dance of life. Which means, now I'm not just talking about the dance of life that's doing this. I'm talking about, there's a lot more to it than this. This is what's doing it. Me talking to you right now. Number 1 rule for the dance of life. And I want you to listen to this. I will not hurt or harm or injure anybody, any person in any way, shape, or form, including myself. Which I'm going to do I'm still going to do the talk on suicide later, but not now. That's my number 1 rule. I don't harm life any way, shape, or form. That means any kind of life, whether it's animals, people, anything. I mean, I could go into that a little bit further, but I'm not going to right now. Am I scared of stuff? Yes. I get scared of stuff. How do I overcome that? I get scared all the time, honey. Being transgender, being who I am, whether I am or am not transgender or LGBT, I get scared of stuff. Hey, it's a part of the game. It's a part of life here. How do I overcome that? Well, here's the number 1 part I use in order to overcome that. I don't know if I've ever shared this or not. Here's the thing about it. And I was scared most of my life. I was scared when I was little. I was scared when I went to school. I was scared when Mom was at the nursing home. Yeah, that's a lot of scared. And you want to know something? I let it affect me to the point where I didn't do anything. I was scared to go out. I was scared to become who I was. I was scared somebody's going to do something or say something. You want to know something? I had it up to a point where I said, I had enough of that. Here's how I overcome it. I said, I got 2 possibilities here. See this? I could either sit here and be scared and never do anything in my life, you know what I mean? And sit here and be scared. Or I could sit here over here, go out there and be who I am. And you want to know something? It's not really going to make that much of a difference. You try it. I did. You sit there and think that all of this stuff, when you're sitting there and being scared of something, have you ever noticed how you make that thing, being scared, way worse than it actually ever is when you actually get to the experience? Well, that's true. You sit there and you're scared that you're going to fail a test or something, or this or something like that, or whatever it is. You sit there and say, you want to know something? I'm scared. You want to know, you make it, your mind allows it to be way worse than it is. Now here's what you can do. You can sit over here and be scared of life, scared to come out, and never ever come out. You sit there your whole life, you're still going to be who you are, you're still going to, you know what I mean, you're still going to, you know what I mean, want to be who you are. Still going to want to do what you do. Only you're going to be sitting over here, you're hidden behind the door scared. Or you can be over here and say, you want to know something? I don't care what they say. I'm going to be who I am going to be. Because you want to know something? It really ain't going to make that much of a difference. And you want to know something? You're going to find out that I'm telling you the truth. That being scared that you made into this, it's going to be like this. I've been there many more times than you could ever dream of. So, how do I overcome it? I just tell myself, well, I could sit here and sulk like that decision the other night, yesterday. I could sit here and Oh, I'm gonna be scared. I'm gonna lay down and I'm gonna stay sick the whole day. When I got that invitation out there, I said, well, I'm scared to do that. Yeah, that happens. So, well, do I want to stay home and sulk and be sick and have a nice sick fest by myself looking at the floor? Or do I want to go out there? And I went out there and hey, by the time I'm done, we're laughing here. Was that good? Yeah. But I made this out of it, out of this. You know what I mean? That's how I overcome it. Sit there and you say, I'm no longer going to be scared of this. You are going to accept me as I am. Because it ain't going to be any other way. Because I'm not going to change who I am. I'm not going to make a difference. I'm not going to change me for you. Whether they like it or not. That's my big overcome, how I overcome stuff. I mean, sometimes I'll be plainly honest with you. Sometimes it just takes time to overcome stuff. When I get into this position where I feel like I can't overcome something, or I'm depressed about something or something like that, and it happens many, many more times than I ever put on it does. I call it like a mourning period, like I've lost it. Like when I mourned when I lost my mom. And yes, I did get over that too. But you want to know something? You never really ever get over that. Did it change things? It changed things a lot. It made a new person out of me. Because it wasn't a year after that I came out who I was, and I did it in less than a year. It surprised all the therapists I had. Said I was the fastest one that ever done it. Yeah, because I no longer cared what they thought. I took ownership of my life. Instead of letting somebody else, here's a good thing. You got a painting right here. See this painting? Or this one right here? See this painting? Right here, I don't know if you can see this or not. See, paint that with a paintbrush. I don't have a paintbrush here, but imagine I've got one here. And you want to know something? If you sit there and you give that paintbrush to somebody else to paint your life for you, you've lost. Because guess what? They're going to have control of your life. They are going to make your decisions for you. In other words, you ain't going to be this anymore. You're going to be somebody else. You want that to happen? Then you know what you got to do? You got to take reins of it. You got to sit there and say, well, you want to know something? They may complain over here, but I'm still going to be who I am. I'm going to take the reins. This is my square, my life. They're not going to make my square pink into blue. Which they tried with my house, by the way. Oh, you can't paint your house pink. You can't paint your car pink. Don't paint your car pink. That'll look like this and like that. Did I listen to that? No. I mean, thank you for your advice, but I'm gonna be me. I mean, I've had many people telling me, you're too colorful, you're too outgoing, you're too this, you're too that. Oh, you dress wrong, you shouldn't be dressed this way. I've had the preachers tell me that God hates me because I'm who I am. Sure, you come across that one. God doesn't want you here. Jesus don't want you here. Oh, you're an abomination. You ain't even heard. I can't even tell you some of the things some of them said. But yeah, I'm not changing who I am. Hold steadfast with that. This is my ground. This is my area. Get off it. So I'm not going to change who I am. I'll even go further than that. So, well, if you don't like it, that's fine. I mean, if whatever your religion is, if you don't like it up there, hey, that's fine too. That's how I am. I mean, they're going to have to accept me, or here's the door. I mean, I've deleted many people that doesn't want to accept me because of who I am. I mean, it used to bother me when I with the preachers in the church and the Faith Family Church. That's the biggest one I've ever come across. The Faith Family Church. And did it change who I am? No. Actually, I made a funny video out of it. So, but no, it didn't affect me. I mean, it doesn't affect me if somebody tells me God doesn't want me. It does not affect me if somebody says, hey, Jesus doesn't want you. He thinks you're an abomination. You got to change who you are. You can't be gay. You can't be lesbian. You can't be this. So, fine. Don't bother me. And how do I come at that? I learned to to the point, you know what I mean, where I have to be who I am. If they don't like it, whoever doesn't like it, well, there's a lot of other people out there. I mean, I am who I am, and I am who I am for a reason. I am who I am because I'm here to change the world. I'm here to make a difference. I'm here to talk to people like you. I'm here because I'm supposed to be here. I was sent back by my mom herself. I had a 4 minutes and 20 seconds near-death experience. It's called 7 Days in Hell, and I am going to do a re-video of it too. And I died. I saw myself dead. I went to another place. I'm not going to get into that right now. I was sent back here with the mission of change the world. Tell the people your message. So this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm doing. This is why I was given this gift. I was given this gift to do this dance. And this talking like this. You notice that I went up and did stand-up comedy. Let me tell you about that. Stand-up comedy, I said. When they first told me that, I go to a place where I get, where I talk to people at. And I said, they come up here and said, you want to do stand-up comedy? I said, oh my God, stand-up comedy? Me? I mean, really? I mean, just thinking about that, stand-up comedy. I mean, it was with a group of people, yes, but with others, but I said, oh, I ain't gonna know what to do, I ain't gonna know what to say, I'm scared. Yeah, I did that. But you wanna know something? The more I work with the comic, the more I work with everything. When I got up there, I told myself one thing. You might want to do this too. I told myself one thing when I went up there. I'm the best at being me that I can be. Did you hear what I said? I am the best at being me as to who you can. I'm the best me I can be. So, I went with it. You tell yourself the same thing no matter what you're doing. Hey, I'm the best me I can be. Think about that. Say that to yourself. I'm the best me I can be. I'm not going to worry about what they say. I go up there on that stage, and I don't even look at those people. I'm able to look at them now, because it doesn't affect me no more. But I can look at those people, you know what I mean, or not look at them. I wouldn't, you know what I mean? I can get concentrated 100%. I don't know if you've seen my stand-up comedy or not, but my comic and all my people says I'm the best at it. That I was the best one there. And how did I do that? Being so scared as I was when I started beginning, like standing up there in front of a group of people like that. Well, I said, you know what? Here I am. This is me. I'm the best me I can be. And I'm not going to let them take it away from me. I said, I'm good at this. I'm good at best at this. I'm the best at being me. I'm the best at being me there is. So I went up there and I did it. I didn't stumble, I didn't hoopla through it. 100%. Didn't even need to practice. That's a gift I've been given. You can do it too. You can follow the same way with your whole life. It doesn't have to be standing up and stand-up comedy. It could be anything. You can sit there and take the reins and sit there and say, you want to know something? I'm not going to be afraid of these people. I'm not going to be afraid of this test. Whatever it is you're doing, I'm not going to be afraid to do this. I'm not going to be afraid to stand up and be Susan or LGBT or gay or whatever you are. Because this is me right here. You accept me as I am. Because if you don't, I don't need you in my life. Goodbye. It's my attitude. This is me. I'm the best me. This is me. I'm no one else except for me. This is me, Susan. I'm not the other person anymore. I'm me. Or I'm gay, or I'm transgender, or whatever it is you are. You're a football, whatever it is, a football player, whatever it is. Don't let them tell you you can't do it. Oh, do not let them tell you you can't do it. I mean, yes, I've come across, I've had police at my door, I've had all kinds of, I've been through a number of all of this different stuff. I mean, all of this stuff. I mean, it never ends. I've run across this at food places, restaurants, you name it. Yeah, I do get in a tiffy with a lot of them, because you want to know why though? Why do I yell at these people? Because you want to know something? I want them to realize that they're wrong. I want them to snap out of it and say, hey, I'm angry, yes. I'm angry because you can't accept people as they are. That's what I'm angry about. Not that it hurts me, but yeah, it does hurt me. I'm not going to tell you that it doesn't. But I'm angry because you sit there and you're judging somebody and you don't know what you're talking about at all. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know how to treat people. It is wrong to treat somebody like that. I treat everybody equal. I do not harm life in any way, shape, or form. That's me. Regardless of what anybody wants to say about me, that they're saying it's their own fantasy. So, that's how I deal with stuff. That's how I deal. I mean, yes, I've been scared many, many, many times. I mean, when I was going through my near-death experience, that's the experience that changed my life. I mean, you can go online, you can see it. I've got it on there. And I'm going to have it on there again, too. But I was given this gift of dance. I've never danced. You know what? I've never taken a lesson any place in my life. I mean, all of a sudden, it was just there after I came back from my near-death experience. I was given this gift for this, and this ability to talk to you like this, and do this like this. Remember my great saying that I did? The breath of life is a gift. Each moment is yet another opportunity to share that beauty with others. And with this breath I find peace forever. I wrote that almost 18-something years ago. And you want to know something? Do you know where it came from? Do you know where the words for that came from? It was part of my mom's last dying words. Her dying words were, the breath of life is a gift. I don't want to lose it. And I made a promise to her that I would reverberate that through the world and change it to the breath of life is a gift. Each moment is yet another opportunity to share the beauty of life with others. And with this breath I find peace. This message is in honor of my mom. Because when my mom was there, I was scared of everything and everyone. I was so scared I wouldn't even go out the door. You talk about scared. I know. I lived. I had a hat called Scared on it. Not literally, but I know what scared is. I know what it feels like. I know what you go through. I know all of it. And I reach up and I go above all of it, though. And I say, I am strong enough to do this. I am strong enough to walk again. I had a broken femur right here. Scared? Painful? Yes. Hell yes. I don't know if you've seen some of the videos from that or not. And I had a lot of people tell me I'd never walk again. I even said that. So I wonder if I will. But you want to know something? Here I am. Also had a broken hand too. So, and ribs. Walked out of all of them and I said, you want to know something? They wanted to put me in a nursing home to recover from it. I said, hell no. We're not going to do that. Bring me back home and I'm going to be out there and I'm going to be dancing again in 4 months. And I was. That's because I took the control. I took the reins. I didn't listen to what they said. I said, no. Hey, you go over there and you go that way. I'm not going to listen to anything you have to say. Some people say I'm stubborn-headed, but I'm the one called for this. I'm not saying I don't make mistakes, because, honey, I've made plenty. Plenty of mistakes, but I learn from the mistakes and I don't repeat it. So, you want to overcome something, you want to overcome fear, being scared of whatever it is, you got to sit there and you got to take control of that. You've got to reach up higher than that. Focus on something. Focus on doing one thing. Get your mind off it. I don't know, go watch TV, go read a book, go someplace, go to the local library, go to the town, wherever it is. Don't think about it. That's how I do it. That's how I overcome it. If I didn't, it would drive me crazy. I mean, you don't know how many times I've danced out there and I've had something I had to be scared of 2 or 3 or 4 different days. It happens every week. However, I no longer let it control me like this. That's how I overcome stuff. How do I overcome the fear? It's how I overcome it. I mean, can I eliminate it? No, I can't eliminate it. Only thing I do is overcome it. I mean, I've been plenty of times I'm scared of being who I am out there and this and that and all this stuff. But you want to know something? I don't own that, though. Here's what I own. This is my life right here. And guess what? You can't be in part of my life and not accept me. That doesn't work. I don't stand for it. I don't let it stand for it. I reign in my life. This right here is my life. They don't control my life. They don't control my life. They don't back there control my life. Guess who controls my life? Her? Nope. The Reverend over here? Right over here? Nope. I do. And you sit there and tell me God doesn't want me, Jesus doesn't want me, or the preacher don't want me, or the church don't want me. You probably heard me on a video saying a lot of that. Fine. I don't need them. I'm enough for me. There's other people out there that accept me. There's other people out there that can help. They don't understand this. They don't understand nothing but hate. And it's hate that I'm trying to get rid of. There's been many people twist around my version of why I'm doing this. Many people twisted it around. Many people twisted this. Honey, I'm going to have to take a break. Hold on a minute here. Remind me to cut that out of the video. Just want to make sure that it... Okay, anyway. There's been many people sit there and tell me how to run my life. How many times did I hear, you can't be a dancer, you got to do this, and you got to do this, you got to be a certain weight, you got to do this. I laughed at all. I said, you know something, I'm going to be ahead of each and every one of you. Because I stand out, I believe. You ever hear that song? I believe. Don't stop believing. You heard that song, right? Play it over and over. Don't stop believing. Don't stop believing in yourself. You got something you want to be and accomplish and reach? You want to know something? Don't go ask them. Don't go ask your parents. Don't go ask your this and that person. There's only one person who needs to be okay with it. One person. You know who that is? You. You think when I go to these places, you think I go over there and ask them I can dance here and that and this and that? Every place I go, can I dance here? I don't do that. I don't do that. I go and do my thing. I don't never go and do that. That's not how this works. You do that, you be controlled all your life by somebody. You'll be scared of forever. Am I scared? Yeah. I'm scared of stuff. I have to overcome it though. That's most of my reason how I overcome this. Sometimes I just sit there and say, hey, this is what I need to do. I need to get up and do this. I don't have a reason sometimes. Every day I get up. You want to know something? This morning this afternoon when I tried to get up, I said, you want to know something? I don't want to get up today. But you want to know something? I have to get up because I have to. I can't lay around and be sulky in the dark room, because if you do that, it's the worst thing you could do. I gotta get up and go do something. Get up and make something to eat. Get up and listen to the radio. Get up and have a drink. No matter what it is you gotta do something. Do not lay there and let the black darkness pull you inside. Because if you do, you are finished. And always remember that. And for heaven's sake, don't listen to them. If you have something that you want to do, accomplish, whether it's walking again, being who you are, being transgender, going out and facing those people that you're scared of, tell yourself one thing. I am me. I control this life of mine. I control this reality of mine, I often say. You can be a part of it, or you can go away. Plain and simple as that. However, I will never stop. I will never not go someplace to do something because I'm afraid of who I am. I'm afraid they're not going to accept me. I don't do that. I used to a long time ago, but I got over that. And that's how I got over it. I mean, hey, I am just as good as you are here. You don't want to accept me? Go ahead, good. I'll go somewhere else. What they say to me, I've had many people say a lot of things to me. But you want to know something? Yeah, it bothers me. I'm not going to say it doesn't. But it doesn't take me down to the point where I quit or shut it off or go, you know what I mean? I'll go late. I'll have my down period, if you want to call it, my mourning period. But I come right back up again. I pull myself right back straight up again. And it's people like somebody that messaged me today with this message right here. Wanting me to know how I overcome stuff. You want to know how I overcome stuff? This is how I do it. I'm doing this video for you tonight. This helps me to overcome and come back out of this. That's why I do this dance of life. Because I wish to share with you. I wish to take you through the journey, so to speak, that I went through. Because I want you to know how to deal with it. I want you to change. I want you to change your life. I want you to look and realize that you don't have to be who they want you to be. You don't have to listen to a thing they say. If you sit there and you want to write a book, you want to be somebody, you want to go out there and you want to be gay, transgender, a football player, a phone man, whatever you want to be, who's the first person you're going to check with? This one here? The preacher? I don't know, the religious guy over here? No! You're going to check with you. Don't go to them. They don't know what they want. They don't know you. They're not going to be there at the end of your life with you. They're not going to be sitting down there with you when you're 30 and 20 and 30 and all this down your life. They're going to be long gone. You're going to be left up with you. You are going to be left with you. Do you understand that? It is up to you. Don't give anybody else the paintbrush to your life. Don't let them paint your life for you. That's a real important one. I hope I helped you. Because I'm going to tear this video. And I always want you to remember. Always remember. They're going to reap you. They're going to sweep you in the sand. They're going to come after you. They're going to put a lot of pressure on you. They're going to throw this in your face. That this and this and this. You want to know something? You have to be able to get past it. Don't slam it down in here, you know what I mean? Yes, it's going to affect you. I'm not going to lie. It's going to affect you. However, you need to reach up, you need to grab, you need to pull yourself out of that. You need to overcome that like I do. Those are just some of the ways that I do it. And I have to do it every day, so I'm an expert at this. I mean, sometimes there is no reason. I just say, I have to do this because this is my mission. It's what I told somebody when they messaged me. I have to do this. What am I going to do? Quit? Lay down there and let the energy of darkness flow over me until I can't move anymore? No, I'm not going to do that. So, even though some people want me to do that, no, I'm not going to do that. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I'm going to put this video together and air it because I want to share it with you. Because I want you to remember, you be yourself. Don't let them take you away from you. Don't let them tell you this or that or for whatever reason. You reach up past that, grab it, and pull it down and say, no, this is who I'm going to be. Because I can. Thank you for joining me. Good night.